On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Carlos Diaz Torrens, 24-01062.
Jeffrey Philippe on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Brownlee on behalf of Mr. Diaz-Torrens.
Okay, Mr. Diaz Torrens was scheduled today for a jury trial. He has a P53. That was scheduled for today. My understanding is that there was a resolution for a plea offer on this. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor. Defendant would be pleading to no contest to attempted assault and battery, and in exchange, the people will be dismissing the P53 violation.
When is this in paper? Need no contest. I need a police report and advice of rights and a police sheet.
I can email the police report to you.
Sounds good. Mr. Raleigh's aware. I will.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Your Honor, I neglected to get the advice of rights filled out.
Okay, I can call the case at another time and take one of Ms. Sutter's matters.
Thank you.
Ms. Sutter, which matter are you on?
Mr. Dawson.
On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Clayton Dawson, 19-04300. Appearance, please.
Jeffrey Philippe on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of Mr. Dawson, who is standing to my left.
File that was on my thing is phones. You know what his file is? I don't want to file Mr. Dawson. It should have been. That's file was not his.
Put on top. Coming back again.
Why would they come and get our file?
They've done that.
Okay, well, we're not gonna assume that that's what happened. I'm gonna assume that you all didn't put the file there. Let's find the file.
Yeah, it was checked off.
So I'll let you start something else. You want me to go? I don't know what you just read. This was one for this one. Which one file?
I'm looking now to see who last had it because I checked it off. That was the first one that I checked off.
This is a 19 file.
That's correct.
I don't have a single 19 file here. 2021 file. What's this one?
2027.
What a war.
Those are the next section. Here, is this yours? Right. Okay, so today was the date and the time that was set for a final retrial. How are we proceeding on this?
Your Honor, I don't have any witnesses yet.
If not, Your Honor, make a motion to dismiss today.
Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. We'll get you a copy of the dismissal, okay, sir?
Okay,
Do you have any questions?
none at all.
Give me this one as for the record.
Nothing further.
Okay, back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Mr. Carlos Diaz Torrens. Let's see, I do now have a copy of the. Advice of rights?
May approach, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. So the offer again was for him to give no context to the assault battery,
Yes, Your Honor. Attempted.
attempted, you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Diaz Torres, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury? You can put your hand down. Have an advice and rights and plea information sheet with today's date on it. You've gone over these rights with your attorney.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand each of the rights listed there that you need to give up today in order to accept the offer?
Yes,
And you're willing to give those rights up?
yes, Your Honor.
Is anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No, Your Honor.
The promise is being made to you if you give up those rights.
No, Your Honor.
They understand that you're going to waive your right to the presumption of innocence, which is the right to be considered innocent until proven guilty. You'll waive your right to remain silent at any trial and not have sounds be used against you. Your right to subpoena or call witnesses to testify for you at your trial and present evidence that you believe show a defense to the charge of assault and battery. You'll waive your right to testify at your own trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And then you also waive the right to require the prosecution prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Are you currently on probation or on parole? You understand that by pleading no contest, it could result in a conviction that may need to be reported to a current or future employer.
Yes, Your Honor.
It also could have impact on travel or immigration status that you may be seeking. What is the no contact? I'm sorry, clear to agree that he picked up any case.
Yes, Your Honor. Well, to be clear, I don't believe it's been filed as a new case. There are allegations that could result in.
As to the amended charge of attempting assault and battery, how do you plead? The reason for the no contest plea.
Intoxication and frankly, lack of memory due to the intoxication.
That's correct. So you don't remember this incident?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a police report from the Lansing Police Department dated January 19th, 2024, approximately 10:21 p.m. Let's see, case number 24519000587 at the area of 3772 Holiday Drive, Apartment 3, which is in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, state of Michigan. Officers arrived. In response to it's like erratic behavior or complaints, they spoke to the alleged victim, a Jonathan Collins. He's a paramedic for the Lansing Fire Department. He said he was called to the scene to provide medical aid to Mr. Torrance and transport him to Sparrow. Torrance was handcuffed and strapped to the ambulance gurney because he was under the influence of an unknown substance and acted extremely violent and incoherent. The victim said he spoke with the officer, or the officer spoke with the victim, that is, in the back of the ambulance at Sparrow Hospital. Jonathan stated he was transported Torrance to the hospital, and during the drive over, Torrance bit him on the leg. Jonathan stated that the officer who was riding in the ambulance had to pull Torrance off of Jonathan's leg. Jonathan stated that he had a large bite mark on his leg and that it was bleeding. Any additional factual basis?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
I find the reason for the no contest plea appropriate, and I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently, and an entry of guilt will be made by way of a no contest plea. The other factual basis, let's see here, the no, the P 53 violation. See what's going on. Okay, the nature of the incident, it's alleging his possession of narcotics. Actual possession with intent to deliver is the nature of a CCW, possession of dangerous drug. Driving while license is suspended. This took place in East Lansing, though, correct?
Yes, sir. I believe the report was East Lansing Police.
Okay, the allegations that this took place in October, but there's not been any charges.
Not to my knowledge, I can't find anything in the system, and I don't believe the prosecutor's office has initiated any charges, at least at this point.
Any indication if the prosecution intends to issue charges based on this?
Uh,
Or have any knowledge of this?
let me look, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
It looks like the sent to the lab, so that might be what the hold up is.
offense, there can be a delay with this sort of case. as
Yeah,
well.
I just saw that. It's the sense of the lab. That's what probably what the hold up is. You have a question?
Stuff. So
I'm sorry?
she wanted to see his stuff. That he had. It's-
That's the case I was telling you about earlier. I'm not following. What am I supposed to be looking at?
So, and then I just put the note in there that there was return mail.
He was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be here, I think it was January 6th. It's providing some stuff that he's. Sick or something.
When did you go to urgent care?
It said February 10th at the top.
Why did you want me to see this?
She just wants to see if we're still following.
We'll see you in urgent care on the 6th.
No. That is what I did.
Is my order to remand him?
Yes.
That's what I want to do. Later, he was in hospital. Actually, a month and 4 days later. Maybe I'm missing. That she's gonna want to see the date. So now this was something I needed to address. Okay, sounds good. This matter is gonna be set for sentencing April 21st at 9 a.m. I'm going to hold the bond violation to see if charges are issued. We leave here today, you're gonna go down 1 floor to our probation department so you can check in and they can get you all set up for a pre-sentence interview. I am gonna order that you undergo a substance abuse assessment as part of your pre-sentence interview, okay? Do you have any questions? I can't hear you. Okay, any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, you're all set. Goodall. Ready, Mr. Goodall? Is that Miss Sutter?
That's Mr.
It's
Roll.
my
Oh, okay. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Anthony Goodall, 24-03106, appearance please.
Jeffrey Philippe on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. Goodall.
Today was the date set for a pre-trial. This is for breaking and entering. I think it was a reset because the negotiations were still pending for a global resolution. Are we still there?
Your Honor, in fact, I believe his certain court cases are set for pre-trial this afternoon. They could be resolved as soon as today, but they are not resolved as of yet.
Okay, I'll reset this. At least 30 days. March 31st at 10. March 31st at 10. Do you have any questions for the court today, Mr. Goodall?
No.
Okay, any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set for today in this court, Mr. Goodall.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus John Kelly, 24-03733.
Jeffrey Philippe on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. Kelly.
Mr. Kelly had a final pre-trial that was scheduled today. He's present in court today. This is for an assault and battery. Did we have witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor, I do have the witness.
Okay, was there an offer on this?
No, Your Honor,
How are we proceeding to trial?
we'll be setting it for jury trial, Your Honor.
Except for jury trial, March 31st at 8 a.m. We'll see you in person on that date. Do you have any questions? Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
You're all set.
Your Honor, do you mind if I grab that on?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Do you mind if I grab that on the printer for him?
Oh, yes, please. That was for Mr. Goodall.
Does he need another notice for a jury trial?
No, Mr. Goodall's not here though.
Oh, never mind.
Sounds good, okay. Let's see. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jennifer McEwen, 24-03360. Appearance, please. All the Mr. Goloway. Appearance for the record.
Jeffrey Philip on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Ms. McEwen.
Okay, Ms. McEwen is scheduled for a final pretrial today. Do we have witnesses here?
Yes, Your Honor, I do have a witness.
Was there an offer on this?
No, Your Honor.
Will we continue to trial?
Yes, Your Honor, we'll set a matter for a jury trial.
Jury set trial, it looks like.
This was her jury trial video, but it was converted to a warrant.
Oh, failed to appear. Got it, except for, well, I quashed the bench warrant and converted it, that's why.
First,
April 21st at 8 a.m. Do you have any questions for the court? Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, we'll get your notice in just a moment. For the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Smith, 25-00093.
Jeffrey Philip on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Smith.
Oh, still. Mr. Smith here. The unfortunate issue is that he's never got his stutter fixed. I think he's in warrant status. Is that, we're gonna make that up? He's not, he's gonna be, he's bond revoked. You don't have a phone number for him?
I have a phone number for a family member and I was able to speak with that family member, but I have not had direct contact with him.
Oh, okay, I do see that. He gave a friend's number at the time of the ring. Okay. We'll hope he's got it. People of the state of Michigan versus Desmond Tall, 24-0379.
Jeffrey Philip on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Tall.
Mr. Tall had a final pre-trial for one count of domestic violence. Do we have witnesses here?
Your Honor, I don't have any witnesses here.
Your Honor, my defense motion would be to dismiss at this time.
Motion to dismiss, take your hands off the pocket, please. Motion to dismiss is granted without prejudice. The people do have the right to reissue this charge against you. Do you understand that, sir? Okay, we'll get you your notice of dismissal. Do you have any questions? Tarasha. Here's a copy of this one. Who's representing Mr. Ledger? He's here. It's an official show class action. Let's see, are we ready on Shalia Newton?
Yes.
State of Michigan versus Shalia Rose Newton, 23-03670, appearance.
Jeffrey Bilbey on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Ms. Newton, who's standing to my right.
Okay, there's one count of malicious destruction of personal property and a breaking and entering illegal entry without owner's permission. Is there an offer on this?
There is not at this time, Your Honor. In addition to that, I was just assigned to this case this morning, so I am still waiting discovery at this time. I would ask the court to schedule us for a final pretrial, but set maybe a couple of weeks farther out than normal to allow that process to happen.
Counsel, did you want to put your appearance on the record?
Jeffrey Bilbey on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Okay. So you were just assigned today, so we'll get you a final pretrial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
March 24th at 8 a.m.
March 24th at 8 a.m. in person at the court. Yes,
April 21st.
April 21st at 8 a.m. will be a jury trial date. Do you have any questions for the court today? Okay. You remain in contact with your attorney, because your attorney's gonna get that discovery and need to go over that with you before your next court date. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing further.
We'll get your name. The state of Michigan versus Joshua Rhodes, 24-02722. Appearance, please.
Jeffrey Bilbey on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, would you call me out?
Joshua Rhodes.
I believe that's Mr. Rowley.
Here. I don't even know if Mr. Rhodes is here.
He was in custody last time I went with him over there. I don't believe I've sent him checking this morning, but I can grab Mr. Raleigh to see if he's had any
Sounds like people.
contact with him.
Jacob Rowley on behalf of Mr. President.
We were trying to see if you've seen or heard from Mr. Rhodes.
I have not.
I'll let you make sure. People of the state of Michigan versus Rodney Terry, 25-00419. Yes, please.
Jeffrey Phillips on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Terry.
Mr. Terry present.
He is not, to my knowledge, Your Honor.
Have you had contact with him?
I have not been able to establish contact.
Unless you're control. People of the state of Michigan versus Dwayne Wallace, 24-03619.
Jeffrey Phillips on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Wallace.
So they need a date set for it, assault and battery pre-trial. Let's see here. However, I have a bond violation that I revoked his bond on. Says here that on or about January 29th, 10:33, officers were dispatched to 3220 Stay Local report of threats, bond condition. The accused allegedly called and threatened the victim protected party on a block number. Let's see. The victim alleges that he called and threatened her on the 29th at 9:30. Phone rang, block number. She allegedly answered. She recognized his voice, to which he stated out on bond, "Bitch, you and your son are gonna get it." Hung up the phone. So your bond conditions did not allow you to have contact directly or indirectly with the alleged party. Not to engage in any assaultive or threatening behavior. So you have the right to have a contested hearing. You have the right to be represented by your attorney at the hearing. Do your move your hands. Thank you. You have the right to have a contested hearing and be represented by your counsel at that hearing. If you're found to be in violation, you understand that your bond can be revoked pending the ultimate resolution of this case. You understand that? You also can be sentenced to jail time, maximum penalty 93 days per violation and or up to $7,500 in fines. You understand that? How does your client want to plead?
Not guilty to the violation.
Well, I'm revoking his bond. I need a hearing.
I don't know if just my client is reporting me that he was in custody on the date of the alleged violation.
Excuse me?
The client is telling me he was in custody on the date of the violation.
I turned myself in.
He was in custody where?
Here?
He was, I know he was arraigned that day. He's saying that he was in custody of LPD that morning.
You were in
I turned
custody.
myself in.
You were, it says here you were in custody. The report says you were in custody on the 28th, not the 29th.
Okay, and the police came to my job then on the 29th that morning.
I'm not sure why the police can't have no
Because she's.
no record of any of those things. The report does indicate, I read that part, that you said you were out on bond, that you had been in there. It said you were released on the 28th after seeing the magistrate, and that there was an allegation of a threat against the protected party and her son.
That's false. That's not true.
Well, we'll get this up for a hearing then. You're being remanded to get a GPS tether. Once you get a tether, you can be released.
Where did the tether at?
The Ingham County will get you a tether. That's why we're remanding you.
So I get the tether and then I'll leave to that.
Yeah, you'll get the tether and you'll be released.
Bring it around, bring it, so I gotta see this stuff.
So when I'm going out to get the tether.
We can take the custody and then we
Let me get we want a final pretrial on this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
March 24th at 8 a.m.
March 24th at 8 a.m. in person. That'll also be the final pretrial and the date for the PA 53 hearing.
Jury trial April 21st.
Jury trial April 21st. Have any questions for the court, sir? I'm assuming that's no. Okay, any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Okay, you're all set.
Except for March 24th.
That's a sheet.
Okay, this is the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Aaron
Yeah,
Ledger.
make it downstairs.
Jeffrey Philippe on behalf of the people you want.
It's a
Oh,
show cause.
oh, sorry.
CG 220022718. Mr. Ledger, can you unmute, please?
You gonna tell him?
I just want to know why people talking on
I don't know.
why are people talking on my record?
Hear me?
Mr. Ledger,
You gonna make, you bringing it? Okay.
Can you hear me, Your Honor?
where's Mr. Seabrook going? Sit his part right back down. Okay,
He's talking to Riley.
I don't see. Let's see. Which matter do you think that, I don't know, it's not on this, obviously, right?
Which one? Seabrook.
Mr. Seabrook is here for a show cause, I thought. So he needs to be in here, not talking to Mr. anybody. As I'm calling his case next, well, I don't have Ledger's file. What's your name? Say it again.
More.
What's their last name?
Sorry, I can't.
Horn.
Oh, you have a show cause, but it's set for the 24th of March. Is that what you're talking about?
For March?
Yeah.
We can do it today since she's here. I just need the file. Have a seat. I'm gonna call your case now because I don't have Mr. Ledger's file.
What date?
Okay, this is the state of Michigan versus Carrie Seabrook, 24L2861981. Mr. Seabrook, this was set for show cause. Because you're supposed to pay $50 per week until paid in full. I'm assuming you've not been doing that.
I got sidetracked by I just lost my mother and
I'm sorry?
I just lost my mother.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I've been kind of dealing with that stuff and, but I have a paycheck coming in for a job we're doing for a shed. I'm hoping I'm paying on all my court clients from this to my court clients for probation day. All that paid off.
Where's Mr. Ledger's phone? I don't see him amongst this stuff.
Sorry.
When did you lose your mom, sir? And she had come here to support you.
My mother, she always,
Yep, I recall. My condolences to you. How much time or extension are you looking for, sir?
within the next 2 weeks. I have it paid off.
Are you certain that it'll be within 2 weeks? I'll note here that you'll be back on your payment plan in 2 weeks. And you're all set on this matter for today. Thank you. Ms. Horn. State of City of Lansing versus Shayna Horn, TV 23011-618. This was set for show cause because it says you owe $90 on a parking ticket. Fine was originally $25 first, yes, and there was a fine added and a default fee. When are you gonna pay this?
I'm just having financial problems right now. Okay, then I get tax money like here.
You said you leave March 7th? Are you employed? You said no? Are you looking for employment?
I'm on. What's here?
So you think you'll be able to make a payment within within 30 days?
Oh, yes.
Okay, if you come in 30 days and pay $25, I'll waive the balance. Okay, you're all set for today.
Thank you.
Judge, was that for one file or two tickets?
Sorry, Mr. Ledger, I'm just trying to get the information on your show cause. It looks like you owe some money, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Just trying to.
We will be momentarily. Mr. Dillon has arrived, and I'd like to touch base with him and Mr. Billerbeck before proceeding.
Orban's in custody, we have to reset that, or?
No, Your Honor, she is ready to go on the state case for today. She'll be accepting an offer that we're filling out right now.
Oh, she's here.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
upstairs, yeah. I would ask the court to maybe reconsider or consider resetting her case, her city case for tomorrow. Because I know Clinton doesn't want to transfer back and forth, and I think if she's going to Glass House on Wednesday, and Glass House will log her into Zoom.
Sounds good. Let me do Mr. Ledger. This is a City of Lansing. TG 220022718. That might be where the file is. I don't know. Maybe it's mixed up with some city stuff. Mr. Ledger, it looks like you have a parking ticket that you owe $115 on.
Yeah,
When do you think you will make a payment on that?
started working at Walmart. I should have a paycheck within the next couple of weeks. I asked if I could have until the end of March.
How much you gonna pay then?
I could pay probably the whole thing, the 100, if I could have by the end of March.
I'll note that you'll pay by the end of March. You can make payment online or on the at the criminal traffic counter or online at the court website using your ticket case number, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
You're all set.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then Jayla Bowers is here as well. Thanks, Bowers. And this order needs to be brought up. Have we seen Corey Grout? No. Isaac Curtis, no Corey Grout. You said what? I don't know why that was just showing our docket. I don't. Let's see, Jayla Bowers.
Yes.
How are you, Ms. Bowers?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. You get a big mix up? She was looking, I think she's looking for a job or something. Okay, it was a show call or what?
Yeah, show calls.
I'll just handle it now. Ms. Bowers, I think you were set for show cause tomorrow, but you're here now, so I'll just take your update. I think you were supposed to be looking for a job or something, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. And I also did end up getting a job.
Oh, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Okay, so, when do you start your job?
I've already started my job and I'm set to get paid on Thursday, and I was going to come down there to make a payment.
Okay, how much do you think you can afford to pay?
As of right now, with the Uber expensive, with dropping my son off to and from work and the babysitting fees, I would like to pay about, I'm honestly not sure, but the minimum amount to be safe. And then I'll pay what I can, of course, to get the case closed. But I'm unsure right now, like what my fees will be. Sometimes my babysitting fees go up and down. That's the reason I'm saying that.
Got it. Let me, she's going to grab your file. I don't even know what you owe off the top of my head, so let me see what it says in there.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, one is this.
One's missing
You have 31, 32.
for her.
Yeah, what are the end numbers?
33, 32, 31.
Oh, so no, that's all three.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't, let's see. What did she owe? Okay, she owed 135 on one, 160 on the other, and I'm sure these have, I need the ROAs.
Is that? I don't see one with 135.
Yeah, this one said that she owed 135. That was one ending in 3-1. No?
It's 175.
Yeah, but I know these have, things, penalties.
Okay.
My head. Thank you. This is one. Let's see. Fine, $25 plus $25. I gotta see what. Okay, ma'am,
Yes,
can you afford to pay $20?
yes, I can.
Okay, why don't you start making a payment of $20 each month? What day you say you're gonna come?
Thursday?
Okay, Thursday is the 27th. So if you make a payment of $20, the 27th of each month, or I should say a minimum of $20, the 27th of each month, you'll remain compliant with your payment plan, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. If you're compliant at the end of the payment plan, I'll note in here for them to waive all of the late penalties and the default fees, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you have any questions at this time?
No, I don't.
Okay, you're all set for now.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Called Corey Grout for a show causes, Your Honor.
I did, but Corey Dart wasn't present.
Yeah, she just stepped in.
Let's see, this was Jayla Bowers. Lucky for Corey, her file I had not wrote dates on it yet, so it's still in front of me.
I had the date wrong. I'm so sorry, Your Honor.
It's a lot of people having the day wrong. I just had 2 people come a day early.
I thought it was the 26th. I had it in my mind that it was, I had court the 26th, and then I just double checked and I was like,
Wonderful, so you seem to, okay, let's see, these are show causes, ma'am, you owe money. It looks like you were supposed to be paying $20 the beginning of the 28th. And you were gonna pay $20 per month. That's a file 21-01645 and 23-03803. Like you were supposed to, again, pay $20 per month. Count. And it will continue to pay $20 per month once balance on this one's paid. So you were supposed to pay $20 per month on this one. Once this was paid in full, the $20 was gonna go on the other file.
yes.
You
Your
must
Honor.
not have been making payments.
No, I'm sorry. I got behind and I had my car was totaled out by my insurance company, and I kept thinking that my plan is once I get my check for my car to pay off all my court costs and fines for everywhere. And there was a holdup because the place that I bought the car from had a lien on my car still, so it was a kind of a mix-up thing. So I'm sorry that I got behind. I was counting on that to pay it all off, but I will get caught up on my payments, and if not, have it all paid off hopefully by the end of this month.
Okay, when are you gonna get back on the payment plan in case you're not in the position to pay it all off?
I will be back on it by the end of this month for sure. I will get all caught up by the end of this
The
month.
end of this month is this week. You do recognize that, right?
Yes. My plan was to be caught up before I had court on the 26th anyway, so in my mind, that's what my court date was.
Well, I'm gonna note here that you're gonna pay $20 by Friday of this week and continue on your payment plan. If you get it paid off in full, that's great. But you gotta be on a payment plan, otherwise clerk's office sends me the file back, and next time it's a warrant. And so what you wanna do is, if you're not gonna be able to be compliant with what you say you're able to do,
Contact
you
you.
contact the court so that we're not setting it for show causes and for bench warrants. You just note that you're requesting an extension, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I'm very sorry.
No problem. Is Ms. Orban here? We need Ms. Orban.
Am I all set then?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Said that Mr. Ledger was arraigned over the weekend.
Yeah, we already took care of him. He's gone now.
Oh, I mean, the other file.
But no, we took care of him. He's done. We're aware of that already.
No, I was trying to find all these files that was coming up missing.
Yeah, I never
To
found
ask
his
her.
file. I never found the show cause. I just used the ROA.
Yeah, she said Susie would have had them.
The ROA.
No, the files.
The only one on our docket was the
TG.
yeah, the other one, we were gonna arraign him, but the magistrate already did it, so we didn't have to worry about that. And that would have been in the, that should have been in the system, and it shouldn't have said he had a warrant.
It was, I guess she was currently working on it when I went in there.
Oh, because he did it this morning, that's why she arraigned him this morning.
Yeah.
But I need Miss Orban, and then I've not seen Mr. Russell, but it's early.
He's emailed me this morning after my reminder message to him last week, so surprised if he didn't log in.
Well, it's early.
Yeah.
And Ms. Trine's ready?
We're touching base with Mr. Billaday and Mr. Gillow.
Okay,
Myself on her for just one.
and then Dylan is representing Town Norton. All right, who's that? How are you?
I'm good. And did you?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, this is the people of the state of Michigan versus Melissa Orban, 20-01027. Appearance for the record.
Jeffrey Bellamy on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter, on behalf of Ms. Orban, who's standing to my right.
Okay, Ms. Orban, this matter has been extended an offer for you to plead guilty to permitting another to violate the motor vehicle code under MCL 257.326. It's a misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is 90 days and or $100 in fines. They'll dismiss the driving while license is suspended. Is that how you want to plead?
Yes, ma'am.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay, very good. You can put your hand down. You have the right in this matter to proceed to trial and the right to a jury trial. You are presumed innocent until proven guilty, so you can require the prosecution prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that? You have the right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses called to testify against you. You have the right to have witnesses subpoenaed to testify on your behalf, or you can waive your silence and testify at your own trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
You're willing to give each of those rights up?
I do.
Anyone threatening you to do that?
No, ma'am.
Any promises being extended if you give up those rights?
No, ma'am.
As to the amended charge of allowing or permitting another to violate the motor vehicle code, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Factual basis.
Thank you. Ms. Orban, is it true that on or about March 13th of 2020, you were present at or near Dunkel Road and Kavanaugh Road? Yes, that's correct. Is that in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan? Yes, ma'am. And at that time, did you allow a person without a valid license to drive a vehicle? Yes, ma'am. That person being yourself? Yes. Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any questions from the state?
No, Your Honor.
Of course, outside of the factual basis, I'll accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. He said she's going,
She's going to Glass House Wednesday of this week, where she expects to be for at least 30 days.
and she needs a city matter reset.
That's correct, Your Honor. I believe Glass House will log her into Zoom. I did speak to a Tess Shiloh there on Friday.
So this is 1 day in county jail credit time served, and then we'll set the other matter after 30 days.
Is the
Or,
court
I should
able
say,
to?
while you want it set while she's at Glass House.
Either while she's at Glass House or after that 30 days. I know Glass House will log her into Zoom, so if it's in that next 30 days, that should be fine as well.
Oh, sounds good.
If I may, on that, the city file, if I still could, would it be possible to amend her bond there, as I think she currently has a PR bond?
Could someone grab the file for me? It would be in tomorrow's file. Yeah. Oh, look at my cousins on live stream. Okay, let's see. So two, it's 2 seconds.
Yes, Your Honor, she has 2 tickets tomorrow. I believe they're
Okay.
identical.
On the bond, 100 cash ready.
Thank you, Your Honor.
When are we resetting that one? Okay, she said it could go before then. Our next available day is fine. March 25th at 9:30. March 25th at 9:30. No problem. Good luck to you at the last house. Any additional matters for the record, council?
Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm writing down her Zoom number for you to get to the shop once he's here.
And I saw Mr. Russell log in.
He's also here.
Mr. Russell? Can you hear us, Mr. Russell?
Yes.
Let's see, this is 2 unlicensed dogs, 24-01854 and 53. That we adjourn for additional time. We've been adjourning these matters since June. My understanding as of November, the dogs were vaxxed, but there was still just a need for license.
That's correct, Your Honor.
How are we proceeding? Oh, appearance first.
Jeffrey Bilby on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Sutter on behalf of Mr. Russell, who's joining us via Zoom. And if the court would allow, Mr. Bilby and I are having just a very quick chat about Mr. Russell.
Okay, that's the record. Okay, let's see. How are we proceeding on Mr. Russell's matter?
Your Honor, the people will be moving to dismiss this case without prejudice.
No objection, Your Honor.
Your cases are dismissed. You're all set, Mr. Russell.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. On the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Lisa Trine, 22-02866 and 22-03407. Appearance, please.
Bill on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Letter appearing on behalf of Ms. Trine on file 22-03407 SM.
Good morning, Dan Doe, appearing on behalf of Ms. Trine on case number 22-2866.
Okay, today was the matter that we reset, or the date that we set both matters. One was because conflict counsel was needed, and the other, it said that discovery was still needed. How are we proceeding with each matter?
Your Honor, I'll defer to the.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Doyle and I have met and discussed, as well as speaking with Mr. Villaday. I have now received discovery on the retail fraud file. At this time, I think we'd be asking for both files set for final pretrial jury trial.
That's an accurate statement, Your Honor.
And there has been an offer extended. I believe we put that on the record of the last hearing.
I plead guilty to entry without permission, restitution $445.96. Dismiss charges in 22-03407.
That is still the offer, as we understand it.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Final pretrial.
March 31st at 8 AM.
March 31st, 8 AM in person at the court.
Jury trial, April 21st at 8 AM.
April 21st, jury trial, 8 AM in person at the court. Those dates work for you, Mr. Doyle.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Trine, do you have any questions? I don't hear head nods. Okay. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Just, Your Honor, would you mind repeating the jury trial date?
April 21st.
Thank you very much. Nothing further.
No problem. We'll get your notice, Ms. Trine. Who's representing Mr. Gomez?
That would be.
On the record in the matters of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Gomez, 20-017111, 20-02112, and then 23-01955. Have your appearances, please.
Jeffrey Billaday on behalf of the people, Your Honor.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Gomez.
Mr. Gomez has retail fraud, and a domestic violence. There's no needs at all.
No, Your Honor, not at the moment.
Counsel, what do you want?
I'd be requesting that all of these matters be set for final trial.
Council trial, March 31st at 8 AM.
March 31st at 8 AM.
Jury trial, April 20th.
Mr. Gomez, do you have any questions for the court? You're muted. You're muted.
Can you hear me now, ma'am? Your Honor?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry.
Do you have any
Sorry.
questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you must appear in person for your next court dates. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor.
You're all set, Mr. Gomez.
Okay, what is my court date, Your Honor?
So remember I asked if you had any questions?
Oh,
That was a good,
I'm so
that was a
sorry.
good question because I gave those court dates and you
I'm
must
so
not have
sorry.
heard them. No
so
problem.
sorry.
Your final pretrial, March 31st, 8 a.m. in person at the court.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not done. And
Okay.
then there's a jury trial, April 21st, 8 a.m. in person at the court, okay?
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
Additional matters for the record, counsel.
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Your Honor.
You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's see, I have Kyle Norton present. And I see Holly Wojcicki. Where's Lee Brandis? Are they in Ingham County?
Yes. The- I'll call over there.
Well, they're not late yet. I just didn't know if they were downstairs. I don't know if this is a could be able to me. Unmute your device, please.
Hi, Your Honor. I'm the victim in one of your cases this morning.
Which case?
For Kyle Norton.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Kyle Norton is present, but I don't see his attorney yet. I'm assuming, is he represented by Dylan Marshall? Is that why it says Dylan?
It's not represented by our office.
Yeah, I believe Matt Dillon has the words.
Sounds good. Let's see.
Not that case. It's fine.
Norton at 10:30?
Oh, Norton. Okay.
Jessica Hodge. Let's see. This person's not on my docket. Yeah, Hoge. Said it was courthouse hearing 224 at 9:15, but my 9:15 doesn't have this person here.
There is as of the docket I got last Wednesday, Jessica Haas is on the 9:15 show cause list.
I see Mr. Ledger's file now.
876.
All right. I think I printed his ROA and gave it to you. Yolanda, what did I put on there?
Which one?
Ledger.
ICJ hasn't logged in yet, correct?
Correct.
Can I take a moment to speak to the victim on Norton?
The attorney just logged in. No, but the attorney just logged in on that matter. Please, Mr. Dylan. I'm assuming you haven't spoken to him either.
No,
I was looking for this email. I'm assuming you can get them. Did they send this over? This one.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what's this? Or, yeah, what's that?
I was wondering if I give it to you if we have to download it. I'm just passing some information to people. It's the driver's license registration.
Oh, wonderful, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm not sure. I'll let Mr. Billoway log in and speak to them and find out why they sent that. What case number is it? For Hodge?
Oh, Hodge.
H-O, this one? And then the jail is just logged in. Huh? She removed it. Who did? Who did? Did it pay?
23rd.
Okay.
It didn't pay.
Well, you couldn't know and ask Lindsay why she moved it. Maybe they never sent it out because the girls didn't come, but, let's see here. I'm assuming, who was in the jail? Can you speak to him?
I do need to speak with him, yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
And that's Mr. Brandis.
Okay, Mr. Brandis, and then, Mr. Riley, you have someone?
Well, I have Jeffrey Smith here. And
Smith's files. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Smith, 25-00093, appearance please.
Jeffrey Billoway on behalf of the people.
Jacob Riley on behalf of Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith, you were supposed to be here at 8 a.m. I don't know why. Tell me why. You lost your tether charger too, and you didn't go get it, and I told you to do that last time.
I didn't have any money. I'm indigent. I don't work.
Have any money for what?
They wanted me to pay for the charge.
Who did?
GS, JGS.
They wanted you to pay for the charger even though the jail officers took it at the time that you were arrested?
Yes.
Do we have witnesses here on this today?
No, I did not have any witnesses here today, Your Honor.
Counsel, how do you want to proceed?
Given the apparent lack of necessary witnesses, I would request dismissal without prejudice.
Case is dismissed. You do have to go back to Ingham County so they can remove that off you, okay?
I have to go there today.
If
They
you
gonna take
can-
me there.
I'm sorry?
They're gonna take me there. Or have to get there.
We would have to remand you to get you taken there, sir. I don't think that's what you want. So you gotta get out there.
Okay, I will take it.
Yep, you gotta get out there so they can remove it.
Pre-trial tomorrow too. So he remembers that.
You do have court tomorrow as well.
Yes, I know here.
What time is it?
At
10?
11.
That one's at 11.
11, okay.
Okay. Let's see. We'll get your dismissal in just a moment. You can have a seat. Mr. Billaway, you needed to meet with, who do you want to meet with first?
I can meet with the defense attorney and then the victim.
I'm calling. Just like couple. This 517. 26. 24.
Lindsay says she paid in full with the card on Friday. I have not had a chance to grab the file and process the payment.
Oh, okay, sounds good.
6, 9, Where's my other question? Just tomorrow. This is another one. Sunday. One at. Sorry.
Yeah. Can I have the victim now?
Yes, we can move you.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
I just want to make sure that the court received via email an advice of rights and a highlighted police report.
Yeah, my judicial staff has informed that they did receive it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
No problem.
Thank you.
Mr. Brandis is all set. He goes back out.
Sorry?
Okay, can you write the okay? I don't even remember.
It was disturbing the peace.
Right.
Oh, it was that right here. Oh, did you do that? All I'm saying is right here.
Judge, I think we may have a plea on the Norton case.
Okay, does Mr. Dillon need to speak with his client, or are we ready to proceed on that one?
Well, I'm ready to go, Your Honor.
Okay. On the record, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Carl Norton, 24-03-565 SM, appearance please.
Jeffrey Billaby on behalf of the,
Lucas Stone on behalf of Kyle Norton, present via Zoom, is my client, Kyle Norton. We consent to this hearing being via Zoom.
Okay, and Mr. Norton, you can hear us, correct, sir? You're muted.
You're gonna have to
Mr.
jump off
Norton.
the mute.
My apologies, Your Honor.
No problem. Today was the date set for a pre-trial for domestic violence. Was there an offer on this, counsel?
Your Honor, the offer is for defendant to plead no contest to domestic violence under 769-4A.
What's the purpose of the no contest, please?
Civil liability, Your Honor.
That's correct, Mr. Norton. You want to plead no contest to domestic violence, and there's no objection to sentencing under 769.4A, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. In order to move forward with the no contest plea, you'd have to understand your rights, and then you'd have to give those rights up. I do have a advice of rights here and plea information sheet, and it was dated for the 23rd. It appears there's an electronic form of a signature there. Did you review these rights with your attorney, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand each of the rights that you would have to give up today in order to enter a no contest plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
So that means you would give up your right to have a trial and a trial by jury, and give up your right to have the prosecutor prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Give up the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty, and your right to cross-examine or question in court any of the witnesses called to testify against you, the right to call witnesses to testify at your trial on your behalf, and to present evidence at trial that you believe show a defense to the charge of domestic violence. And you also give up your right to waive your silence and testify at your trial. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone threatening you to get you to give these rights up?
No, Your Honor.
Has there been any promises to you if you give these rights up?
No, Your Honor.
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
No, Your Honor.
You understand that by pleading no contest, it could result in a conviction that may need to be reported to your employer.
Yes, Your Honor.
It also could have impact on travel or immigration status. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, and the reason for the no contest plea is because there's a likelihood of civil liability.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a police report here. It says from the Lansing Police Department. Case number is 24519103116. Venue being at the area of 5135 Pleasant Road, City of Lansing, County of Ingham. And the allegations are that on October 23rd, 2024, at approximately 8:13, Officer Stevens reported to the address mentioned in response to a domestic call, a Holly Wojtowicz. How do you pronounce that, ma'am? I believe she's here.
Vatovich, Your Honor.
Thank you. Holly Wojtowicz stated that she was previously in a dating relationship with Kyle Norton for 10 years, and that on the date, she advised that Mr. Norton walked up to her and spit on her. The victim stated Norton's spit hit her legs and the pavement. I don't see a possibility of civil liability. Maybe someone can explain. I don't accept pleas, no contest pleas, just to avoid pleading guilty.
I don't believe
What is
that's what it is, Your Honor. There's this is a post-divorce matter. We anticipate based on this that there will be motions filed against Mr. Norton at seeking attorney's fees if there's an admission made. But I can't have him make an admission when there is a possibility of civil liability. That civil liability, it's coming down the pipe presently.
Okay, so that's the civil liability alleges due to a pending divorce.
The divorce is completed, but there will be, based on this action, if there's a guilty plea here or an admission, that civil liability will be attached to him based on attorney's fees or fines in that lawsuit. That's a civil lawsuit. I believe that satisfies civil liability.
Okay, any additional factual basis?
No, Your Honor.
None from the defense.
Your victim is raising her hand. I don't know if she's seeking to say something.
Yes, Your Honor. I want to clarify the civil liability as far as attorney fees go.
I don't think that's okay. Unless she called as a witness, Your Honor.
I'm not sure why she's raising her hand. She was trying to clarify something about civil liability. I don't know what that's all about. You've spoken to her, correct?
I've spoken to her today.
And it's your belief that the reason for no contest plea is appropriate?
I believe it's appropriate.
Okay, so you don't need to clarify anything on the record for this purpose, Ms. Wojcicki, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
No problem. And so to be clear, Mr. Norton, as to the charge read and the factual basis, you plead guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Court will accept your no contest plea and find your reasons for no contest plea to be appropriate. And I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. This matter is set for sentencing April 21st at 9 a.m. You need to report to our probation department within 48 hours in person, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
get you scheduled for a pre-sentence interview, and provide the court with a victim impact statement, and your status as to ability for any sentencing under 769.4A, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for the court at this time?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, for that April 21st date at 9 a.m., would you like me and Mr. Norton in person or on Zoom?
You can appear in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. You can appear in person or via Zoom. I don't require you to come in person for sentencing.
You're awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, you're all set for today, Mr. Norton. Thank you,
Your
Ms.
Honor.
Wooldridge. Let's see, and then let's see. Ready on Mr. Brandis.
That's correct, Your Honor. I believe a plea sheet has been provided to you.
Yes.
Don't put in the wrong thing. I did. Let me see. Bowser at all? Okay, State of Michigan versus Lee Brandis, 24-02102 SM, counsel appearance.
Jeffrey Billaby on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Lawrence Sutter on behalf of Mr. Brandis, who joins us via Polycom.
Okay, Mr. Brandis was scheduled for a pretrial, that is, for a false report. And the offers for him to plead guilty to an amended charge of disturbing the peace with credit time served, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's how you want to proceed, Mr. Brandis?
Excuse me?
The offer was for you to plead guilty to an amended charge of disturbing the peace and then get credit for your time that you've served already. Is that what you want to do today?
Yes, please.
Okay, raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give us the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Thank you. You can put your hand down, sir. You would have to give these rights up if you'd like to enter a guilty plea to disturbing the peace. You'd have to give up the right to remain silent at any trial, not have sounds be used against you, your right to proceed to trial, your right to require the prosecutor prove each element of the charge being brought against you beyond a reasonable doubt, and your right to be presumed innocent until they're able to sustain their burden of guilt. You understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You also give up your right to see, hear, or question any other witnesses they intended to call to testify against you. You want to give up all of those rights? Anyone threatening you to give these rights up?
Oh,
Any promises being made if you give up your rights?
no,
Are you currently on probation or on parole?
no,
You understand that by pleading guilty, it may result in a conviction you might need to report to your employer.
yes,
Okay. It also could have impact on travel or immigration status that you may seek. You understand that?
I understand.
As to the amended charge of disturbing the peace, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty,
Is
Your
that
Honor.
because you believe guilty?
Yes,
Natural basis.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Brandis, is it true that on or about July 13th of 2024, you were present at or near 2236 North Grand River Ave?
yes,
Is that in the city of Lansing, Ingham County, Michigan?
yes, it is.
And on that date and in that location, at some point, were you out in a public area?
No, I wasn't. That's my home.
Were you out on the sidewalk or in a public kind of space talking to police officers at any time that day?
I was in my yard.
In your yard?
Yeah.
And while you were
Yes.
in your yard talking to police officers, did you make a disturbance or a, forgot the word, Your Honor. One moment, please. Did you make a disturbance that would have caused upset to people who were enjoying peace in that public area?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe that satisfies the factual basis.
Any additional factual basis?
No, Your Honor.
The court will accept your plea. I find your plea to be made freely, voluntarily, and intelligently. Your sentence is credit time served 29 days in the county jail. You're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Welcome.
Thanks.